Please hit the like button in advance, guys. Please bear with me with this video. This is a serious video, and please do not comment down below with any jokes or laughing matter. This is a serious matter. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to take my time with this video.
Mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom told me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was not younger.
Like, what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just asking. Okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom
just
she showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now. Sure. And look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they have.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
I was like, oh, you smell.
My mom's, it didn't faze me. The first time I tongue kissed a girl, I was blown. I was so pissed off. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
We're going to stop it right there. Jim Jones' mother needs to be locked up. You know how you have previous assault victims? It happened years ago. Maybe like 10, 20 years ago. They're older now. Maybe it happened when they were a child, but it's still stuck with them emotionally, mentally. This is the same situation, man. We got to be fair. If women could do it, men could do it too. Jim Jones' mother needs to be locked up. In his head, he thinks it's normal. You heard what he said? She asked him, Angela Yee asked him if he was disgusted when he was a nasty. And he said, he pretty much said, no, it wasn't nasty kissing my mom, but it was nasty kissing the first girl I found attracted, the first girl that was considered my girlfriend. Make it make sense. He was more comfortable the first time tongue kissing his own mother than tongue kissing a female around his age. How is this normal? This is sick, man. This is extremely disgusting. And this is why I said, please do not comment any this is not a laughing matter. Jim Jones is an assault victim. He's a sexual assault victim. And it all makes sense why he has the mentality he has with everything, why he thinks he's better than Nas, why him and Cameron are getting into it. Now it all makes sense because he has a denial problem. He has a problem of he has a false reality. Okay? And it all started with his mother. Let's talk about it, man. I'm subscribed to Brandon Jamal. If you don't know who Brandon Jamal is, he's a light-skinned comedian from Chicago. He had done a few videos talking about Jim Jones, but he's a comedian, right? He has a big enough platform to actually do this kind of video. My platform is small. My platform start off with sneakers and clothing, etc. You know, I'll talk about some personal issues and political issues here and there, but I don't even have the platform to reach out to Jim Jones to get his attention, to let him know that I feel for him and I feel bad for him. Brandon Jamal does and he didn't. He made a joke, a mockery out of it, but he is a comedian. I'm going to use my small platform in this video to try to, hopefully maybe this gets to Jim Jones or somebody in this camp, somebody close to him. Jim Jones, you need therapy. You need serious therapy, man. And it's all because of your mom. It's all her fault. She abused you. She sexually abused you. And what else did she teach you? What else did she teach you? Because he said she taught him about a condom and this and that. Did she put the condom on you and make you insert your penis into her? Did she do that? I'm not trying to be funny, man. Like I said, this is a serious video, but I believe she did. Probably other things too. Now, if you are around my age, if you from the early 2000s era, if you remember Love and Hip Hop when Jim Jones was on Love and Hip Hop, do you remember how his mother and Chrissy always would get into it and always interfere in their relationship? Chrissy Ben wanted Jim Jones to propose to her and marry her a long time ago, so bad to the point that she proposed to him and backed him into a corner. But his own mother always got in the way of their relationship, always. Jim Jones has always been a mama's boy, and now it all makes sense. Back then, watching that show, I never understood. I'd be like, why is Jim Jones such a mama's boy, man? Maybe, maybe the father left when he was young, and him and his mom are just close, and he's all she has. Maybe that's why. I always thought that. But now I see what it is. Jim Jones belonged to his mom. She belongs to his mom. And I won't be surprised if she helped him get into the industry. I won't be surprised at all for her financial gain. Because best believe he definitely financially supported her since he became famous. Probably since he was selling drugs. If he was actually selling drugs in the hood before he became a known rapper with the Diplomats and Dipset or whatever, whichever name you prefer. But I guarantee you, I put my last dollar on this, that Jim Jones has been living his life for his mom. His entire life, he's been living for her. His heart will never belong to Chrissy, ever. And Chrissy has always been by his side since day one, even with the whole Max B beef, even with the whole touch it in Miami, with the whole accusations. She put up with a lot of backlash. A lot of name calling, a lot of stuff, a lot of embarrassment she dealt with because Jim Jones openly we know he been running the streets, hitting these bras left and right. That's one thing for sure that these rappers don't lie about. When they talk about how many hoes they got and how many women they slide and how many baby mothers, that's one thing they don't lie about. They may lie about the shootings and stuff and how much drugs they sold, but when it comes to women and hitting females, they don't lie about that. We know that for sure. So yeah, Jim Jones was definitely out here running the streets with this broad and that broad. So Chrissy dealt with a lot of embarrassment. But she has stood by this man's side and she don't even know. She don't even realize. Maybe she does know. She has to realize. She has to. That she will never fully have Jim Jones' heart. Because it will always belong to his mother. And if you know about Freemason, if you know about rituals, if you know about the occult in the industry, do you know that even when people are dead and gone, these artists, these celebrities, they still worship their loved ones. His mom will always have the heart until he's gone. God forbid one day his mom passes away, because even with her sick, nasty, vile ways, I'm not wishing death on her. So God forbid she passes away one day. Jim Jones is still alive. Until Jim Jones passes away, his mom will always have his heart. I'll give you an example. The movie Sinners, right? With Michael B. Jordan. I forget the dude name with the braids. What's the dude name with the braids that came up with the film? They did a whole thing talking about the movie after. Well, the main dude who came up with the idea for the movie Sinners and the director or whatever he was, the black dude with the braids, he actually talked about conjuring up the spirit of his uncle. And maybe after we finish talking about Jim Jones and this, we'll pull that up. But it's a perfect example of how a lot of these people in the industry, that when they lose a loved one, they still have a connection to that loved one. Still. So yeah, man. Back to Jim Jones in the situation, man. Extremely sick, man. The way he talks about this, like it's normal, like it's okay, is disgusting. And we're gonna talk about it more about, because Jim Jones always gave me Puerto Rican vibes of Spanish. I don't know if he has some. I think he does have some type of Spanish, Dominican, or something in him, man. These Dominican, Spanish, Puerto Rican women with this poppy stuff with their sons, poppy this, poppy that, and even a lot of Puerto Rican Spanish women now, they kiss their sons on the mouth. Not tongue kiss like Jim Jones sick mouth, but the kiss on the lips. I've seen white people do it. Very few, but some black people do it as well. But mainly white and Spanish, Puerto Rican, Dominican. A lot of them be kissing their sons on the mouth, man. That's absolutely disgusting. But not to this extent. But I had to bring that up because a lot of people do that shit and think it's normal and it has to stop, man. It's not okay. It's extremely intimate and inappropriate. There's nothing wrong with a kiss on your son's forehead as a female. There's nothing wrong with a kiss on your son's cheek. Heck, even my ex-girlfriend did it, man. My first real relationship, I was with her for 6 years. I was her first, took her virginity, white girl. Things didn't work out. She moved on, regretted making her decisions, but it is what it is. She moved on, had kids with another dude. She posting all over social media open. She kissing the son in the mouth. Just disgusting. And I'm like, damn, I dodged a bullet. Not only is she aging like spoiled milk, she's showing me her true colors. If we would have had a kid together, she would have think this is normal. And not only is she kissing her mouth, she's putting it on social media for followers and other, for the world to see. For whoever wants to see. Look at me kissing my 2-year-old, 3-year-old son in the mouth as a mom. Look at me. This is okay. This is normal. The same way I kiss his dad, I'm kissing his son. It's just disgusting, man. There's no way to justify that and make it normal at all. I feel bad for Jim Jones, man. There's no way he's gotten the proper counseling. There's no way. And this is an older video. This is 3 years ago. Whoever posted this, it was 3 years ago. So I don't know if any other bloggers or any other channels have done a video on this or called him out or anything like that. But shame on Angela Yee. Shame on Angela Yee and that whole podcast for not saying Jim Jones, that's not okay. And you could tell it didn't sit right with Angela. You could tell by her reaction, her expression, she was a little weirded out by it, but she didn't want to cross the line. She didn't want to offend him or disrespect him for whatever reason. But she should have definitely said, that's not okay. Your mom should be locked up. That's all she had to say, straight like that. That's not okay, Angela Jones. Your mom should be locked up. And she should. His mom should be in jail. She should be in prison for this, for showing him how to tongue kiss and whatever other nasty thing she did. Because I know that wasn't it, because he said she told him about condoms. There's no way in heck that your mom should be teaching you anything about sex at all with a female. You mean to tell me he don't have uncles? Even if his father wasn't in his life. He didn't have uncles? He didn't have older cousins? Bull junk. Where was the grandfather? Somebody. If he was running the streets, he was in the hood selling drugs, one of the dudes on a corner street could have told him. You mean to tell me his mom didn't have any dudes she was dating, any dudes at the time that could have told him? Why is your mom talking to you about condoms? Why is your mom talking to you about sex positions? Why is your mom teaching you how to tongue? Why is your mom's saliva mixing with your saliva? And a lot of people are going to justify this and think it's okay because he came out of her womb. Blood, flesh of my flesh. But that is not okay. You say, when the priest says you are now married, you may kiss the bride. That's the only time you should see anybody tongue kissing. And that's man and wife. That's any time you should publicly see it, but that's any time that it should happen at all. For the for the public eye to see. You may now kiss the bride. They tongue kissing. A lot of kisses on the lips if they don't want to tongue kiss. If they feel, awkward tongue kissing in front of their parents and their family. Couple kisses on the mouth. Fine. That's as far as it goes, man. Husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, but not your mom's. Not mom's Dukes and her son. That's wicked work, man. That's wicked work. My bad, I didn't mean to do that. I can't stand ads. That's wicked work, man. For real, for real. That shit is not okay. Now let's see if we could pull up the video I talked to you about with the sinners. Bear with me. I'll pause it, guys. I'll see you in a second. Hold on. All right, guys. So I haven't been able to find an interview. He actually talks about how he would play the same music that his uncle would listen to and, conjure him up. But this is he kind of talks about it here. But, yeah, man, the end of Jim Jones situation, man, it again, let me just sum it up by saying that's the reason why Jim Jones is so stubborn in the way he is, because all his life, he has created a false sense of reality, starting with what his mom has done to him. What you may see as the truth, he sees as a lie. And he has done that to justify what his mom has done as okay and normal. You get it? You got me? That's why, and you see as he sat there explaining it, it's like it was nothing. Like, oh yeah, that's my mom. She could kiss her in the mouth. She could teach me about it. You get what I'm saying? So don't take it to heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't go too hard on Jim Jones, man, because he was sexually abused. He was sexually assaulted. And he has some deep-rooted mental issues that, still coexist today. And as to why he is the way he is. So listen to this and we'll end the video. Comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, share, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all.
Making this movie was from my uncle James. And also,
James Kugler?
No, his name is James Edmondson. He
died while I was in post-production on Creed. That was when he died in 2015. And he meant the world to me. And the only music he would listen to was the blues. That was what he loved. He had a crush on Beyonce, crazy enough. So he would listen to her songs every once in a while. But that was his, that was his thing. And he would drink Old Taylor whiskey when he was off work, and he sit and just listen to blues records on vinyl, and then eventually on CD. And I would spend time with him listening to that music. When I was away out of town on Creed, it was my first studio movie. I was having a really hard time, and he left me a voice message, March 15th, 2015, and his daughter, my cousin Wendy, who married me and Jenny. I'm real close with. She told him that I was having a hard time, and he left me this voicemail, bro, and I kept it, saved it to play whenever I feel like hearing his voice. This is what he said. Hey, Ryan. You gonna talk back to me? No. Yeah, but man, how you doing?
Now, his uncle sounds drunk leaving his voicemail. Why did he have such a deep connection with his uncle? I know I still got in the video, but I have to give some context now. I got to give my opinion, man. You ever see a liquor store called Wine and Spirits? Wine and Spirits. You have the wine. Remember, God turned water to wine, turned bread to fish. It's in the Bible. Spirits would be the alcohol. Now, you're never supposed to get drunk. You can drink a little too much wine, and you could definitely get drunk off wine. But the saying is, it's deep rooted that alcohol, there's evil spirits in alcohol. It brings out the evil spirits. There's a demon, there's a spirit in that bottle. And when you drink it and put it into your body, now that demon is inside of you and it wants to get out. It wants to release and act out. Actually, let me take that back. Your body is a host. Until you sober up, your body is the host. So you're hosting that demon. And the demon and the spirits were inside of the bottle. He would sit and drink the spirits and listen to blues music, which caused the evil spirits of the world, the outside, to get in, which is what the Sinners movie is about. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not about a blues club? I never seen the movie. I just watched clips of it here, people talking about it here and there. Is it not about a blues club that was playing music, and then the vampires, the white people, heard the music and wanted to get in? Then they started infecting everybody else? Same thing, right? You see the evil and the wickedness in this? Wake up, people. This man conjures up his uncle every time he listens to this voicemails. Uncle sound like a damn drunk and full of evil spirits. He don't sound right. And this is what he listens to. This is what helped him come up with the idea for the movie. You heard him say it.
Yeah, I'm wishing you would be all right there back there. I know you get kind of homesick with just like Advocate said, just hang in there. Hey, you be all right. And we love you. So like he was telling me to hang in there, but he quoted Albert King. Yeah. He said, just like Albert King said, hang in there, you'll be all right. Blues was like his life. You know what I'm saying? That was how he communicated it and how he felt things. That white man was not entertained by that. You could tell by the look on his face. He quoted Albert King and he said, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace and love.